I'm here with my daughter Juniper.
Hi.
My name is Jeff, and I'm so pleased to show you the next building that I built on the Houghton campus. This is the John and Charles Wesley Chapel. My first building is over here. This was my first ever building in Minecraft. I'm still relatively new to Minecraft. This is the Lucky Memorial Building. And my daughter Junie and my son Evan both helped me learn Minecraft and helped me build both of these buildings. So here is the chapel, named after John and Charles Wesley. When you enter the chapel, you are in the foyer here, and one of the first things you'll see is this mural. There's a mural that goes all the way around the foyer of the chapel. The mural is called Redemption, and it was painted by H. Willard Ortlip, and it starts with creation, the biblical story of creation, and follows stories from the Bible all the way around till about here, where some history from Houghton College is painted in. And the mural ends back where it started with the Last Judgment from the book of Revelation. So here is the Ortlip mural and the foyer. Before we go into the chapel itself, the auditorium, I want to take you on a quick tour of the basement. Here, as you enter the basement or lower level of the chapel, you are in the art gallery, one of the two art galleries on campus. This is the older of the two. Back when I was a student in the early to mid 90s, this was the main gallery at the college. I was an art major, and my senior year in 1996, I had my senior art exhibit here in this space. Here are some doors that lead to the prayer chapel, which I've only been in like once or twice. Not because I don't like to pray, but because it's new. It wasn't around when I was a student, and I never had much reason to go in here since. So that's what I would expect a prayer chapel to look like. Now I'd like to show you the men's bathroom. And I have to say, this is one of the worst, if not the worst, men's bathrooms on the entire Houghton College campus. The Minecraft version looks pretty decent. The actual bathroom in real life is not one of the better bathrooms. But, ooh, give that person some privacy there. And now you can say that you've seen the men's bathroom at Houghton College. There's more to show you in the basement here, but I will come back to that later. Let's go up to the balcony. So I've been in the chapel hundreds of times for chapel services and concerts and lectures, camp meetings, you name it. And I've had a lot of good experiences here. I don't often sit in the balcony when I come to the chapel unless I'm running late or something, but here is the balcony. And there's a little control room back here. I'm not sure what's in here. I don't think this is currently in use. There is the chapel stage and the cross on the back wall. Like I said, my two children helped me quite a bit with my two Minecraft builds of Houghton. My son in particular helped me with the pipe organ, which we'll look at in a few minutes, and the chandeliers, which are here, which I thought turned out pretty well. All right, let's head down to the main floor and get a closer look. Oh, by the way, this is one of my favorite views from the chapel. You can see the Lucky Memorial Building through the windows. So pretty. All right, let's enter the chapel. And first you come upon the little audio-visual control room here. Got some soundboards, some computer monitors, some switches that do certain things. I'm not sure what these do, but there you go. You can control the lights and the sound and everything from that little booth. So yeah, here's the auditorium. The chapel seats about 1,200 people, as I recall. It will be interesting to see this fall as students come back from the quarantine. Depending on when you're watching this, this is the year of the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic. So yeah, here's the view that Michael Jordan has. Michael Jordan is our dean of the chapel. Here's the view he has when he is preaching to the Houghton community. You got the pipe organ up there on the left and on the right. Let's head up here and see what's over here. So right out these doors is a little waiting room for chapel speakers and artists and musicians and whatnot before they go on stage. In my version of Minecraft, Houghton College, I am building in some special secret rooms just for fun. And here's a secret room I built that gives you a great view of the sunset. And this is one of Michael Jordan's getaway rooms, escape rooms. Being dean of the chapel at Houghton is a stressful job, and the guy just needs a place to go and get away from it all. So that's one of those places. All right, let's head upstairs, look at the other kind of control room or what have you up here. Get some nice views of the stage, the organ, the auditorium, and here is the second little secret room of the dean of the chapel. Got his own fireplace up here and library and just a place to come and relax. I love it. Okay. Let's head over to the opposite side and take a look at the organ. So I've had the privilege of being in the organ lofts on more than a few occasions. When I was marketing director at Houghton, I would often come to the organ loft to take pictures. Take pictures during commencement or the first chapel of the year or concerts or lyric theater productions. This is really a cool space. So again, get a great view of the chapel and the stage here from the organ loft. So like I mentioned, my son Evan built the organ here, the pipes and the little keyboard console there. Thought he did a decent job at that. Better than I could have done. And I've always noticed a little door over here. And I think this might be Dr. Congdon's office. Dr. Congdon is our organist. And here I put in a little window here so she could keep an eye on the pipes and whatnot. All right, I think I have one more location to show you here in the chapel, and this is a special secret location. Like I said, I've tried to build a secret room in each of the buildings that I build at the Houghton campus just to keep things interesting, use some creativity. And as I mentioned earlier, this building, the chapel, is named for John and Charles Wesley. And Charles, in particular, was known as a prolific hymn writer. He wrote thousands of hymns, I think. And one of those hymns is called And Can It Be? And that's one of my favorite hymns. We used to sing that at Houghton a lot when I went there. And so this last special secret room in the basement of Wesley Chapel is what I like to call the And Can It Be room. It's just one big, massive organ. You got a couple of keyboards here. I don't even know how many pipes. A nice little cross back there. I didn't even plan that. It just turned out that way. And my one rule about the And Can It Be room is that the only music that can be played in here are hymns by Charles Wesley. Not really, but that would be a cool rule. This space in the chapel obviously does not look like this. I made this up. The basement of the chapel is kind of depressing in my view, and I wasn't looking forward to building it completely literally. So I decided I would just wipe out most of the basement and make it kind of fun. And this is what I came up with. All right, we will head outside, take just a look around the outside, and I'll reveal to you what My third building will be in building the Houghton College campus. I think it's still nighttime right now, so we should get some good views. Obviously, I still have a lot to do. I've got to connect some sidewalks, put in the little outdoor circular classroom. The Center for the Arts will go here. Here's the little glass enclosed walkway from the chapel to the Center for the Arts. I was trying to think of something cool to build on the roof. One of my ideas was to build a miniature golf course here. Obviously, you can see that did not happen. So the next building that I plan to build is the Willard J. Houghton Library, which is right out this way. I've already taken about 40 exterior reference photos and taken some dimensions of the library, so I have a pretty good sense of what that building will involve. I've started the sidewalk leading out to it and the little circular brick area. Obviously, I need to build up my terrain here a bit, but there you have it. My attempt at building the Houghton College campus. I'm pretty happy with it. There are a lot of things I would change if I had to do it over again, but I'm just going to roll with it and have fun with it. And thanks for joining me along on my journey. Until next time.